And so my mom was like, hey, what do you want for Christmas? And I was telling her things. And I was like, we need some new pots and pans. A salad spinner would be nice. I'd like a smoker. And I'm naming some other stuff. She's like, hey, what happened to the child I loved? Everything that you want now is so boring and grown up and so house related. What about you? What brings you joy? What would make you happy? What do you want? It's like, listen, man, I'm void of happiness now. I told you 4 G's. 4 G's is what?
That's insane. That hurts me.
It's
for you.
It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen.
It's my anniversary today.
Oh, happy anniversary.
Thank you so much.
Do you know what today is? It's her anniversary.
3 years.
Turn up.
We're newlyweds.
No, you're not.
What's the end of newlyweds?
1.
All right, fine. My favorite thing is when I tell people that, you know, they're like, how long have you been married? And we're like, 3 years. They're like, oh, you're still such at a young stage of your couple. I go, we've been together 13. We've been together 100.
It's all relative. You start talking to some of these veterans.
And then they think that I married someone who wouldn't pop the question. And then I always have to be like, no, it was me. I prefer to just not give. Me.
Why do you have to explain anything?
You know, that's a great question.
Yeah, stop explaining. Where's the damn therapist at? We need the therapist. We need a therapist to sit over there in that corner. And whenever you do something questionable mentally wise, they were like, hey, Jessica, you don't have to be that way. And they therapize you on the show.
Wow.
Yeah. What was the song?
It's called Soft Pack Shorty. It was on a new album that I listened to this year by Infinity Knives.
Okay.
Brian Ennals. The album's called A City Drowned in God's Black Tears. It's a good song.
Okay.
It's a good album.
All right.
I don't think it's going anywhere.
Well,
it could be one of those that comes back in like 5 years, and I'm like, where did this song come
You deleted the song yesterday,
Yeah.
correct? All right, good.
I did.
So you're good
I'm
now.
keeping up with
you're
my
good
promises.
Now. Real quick, what's yours and Chris's song?
It was 4. It was Hot in Here. It was Creed's Arms Wide Open. It was Hawaiian Wedding Song by Elvis. And then it was Home by Philip Phillips, which was the U.S. song of the 2012 Olympics. So we had 4 first dance songs because of course we did. What's up, everybody? It is a Wednesday, July 30th. It is going to be a good day. Jessica Benson with you from the Grind City Media Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. CJ Hurt behind the glass coming up on today's show. Some big news for the Grizzlies this morning. They are going international. We will get into the opportunity for the team to play in London and Berlin this season. Get into some of the WNBA action from last night. Asia Wilson went off. Cameron Brink is back. We'll also get into some Oops, We Missed It Again stories from the week we have not yet gotten to. DeAngelo Williams will join us about 40 to 50 minutes in. And then we'll do some WTF stories as well. Included in those, the latest hack of the T app. You can now take Microsoft Teams calls in specific cars. And a collaboration of 2 of the best desserts of all time is coming here. It is a Wednesday. You know what we say. If you make it through Wednesday, you can make it through the week.
You are a terrible human being.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Going through the draft process the first time, they give you the answers to the test. Like, this is what you need to work on. This is what you do well.
They told you.
Yeah, like they tell you.
Here's what,
they
if
tell
you want to get
exactly.
drafted, here's what needs to happen.
Yeah, they tell you. So it's like, if you're not listening, it'll go right over your head. But for me, I made sure to soak up all information and everything possible so I can give myself the best shot.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes me off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Let's check the over-under totals. Alabama, Georgia, and Texas all at 9.5. LSU, Ole Miss, Tennessee at 8.5.
I love Ole Miss over the 8.5. I think Ole Miss can win 9.
But Ole Miss, they're gonna, Ole Miss, they're gonna lose to Arkansas week
But they
3.
could go 9-3. Like Ole Miss winning 10 games
They always
is
pull
always
some
like
crap like that.
Ole Miss winning 10 can seem a bit of a stretch, but they can win 9.
They're gonna lose at Kentucky week 2.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this healing. This is my day. The sun's out, let's have a little fun now. I wanna let it all out. That's what it's all about. Cause I deserve this feeling of having my way. I deserve this healing. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
All right. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We have made it to the middle of our week, and very rarely do we get a piece of breaking news on a late July Wednesday morning, but today we did. It involves the Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies are going across the pond, and by the pond, I of course mean the Atlantic Ocean. The Grizzlies are playing 2 international games outside North America this season. Worldwide Grizz coming at you. The games will be against the Orlando Magic, so a nice little Desmond Bain reunion overseas. One of those games will be in Berlin, Germany on January 15th. The other will be in London on January 18th. It will be first ever NBA regular season game in Germany, and you have a couple connections there. Grizzlies coach Tomas Isolo spent some time coaching in Germany, so he has a connection. And then, of course, the big Germany connection is the Wagner brothers for the Magic. They were born in Berlin, so it is a homecoming for them. And then for the Memphis Grizzlies, this is their first ever regular season international game. They have played preseason games abroad before. They have not had one of those since 2007 when Pau Gasol was on the team and they went to Spain. But this is their first international trip in nearly 20 years, first time featured as a regular season game, one of these NBA global games that we have every year. And this is just a massive opportunity for the Grizzlies. That was my first takeaway. Like, just a very cool major opportunity for the Grizzlies to get on a global stage. We've talked a lot about international impact this week because Ja Morant is on his Nike tour and it's his first individual international tour, and he's been in China and now he's in Japan and he's going to Manila, and just what it means to see like a true worldwide representation for Ja, and through Ja, the Memphis Grizzlies. But like, that trip is about Ja. This trip is about the Memphis Grizzlies. And for a team like the Grizzlies to have this chance, a small market team, they've never been to either of these cities outside of the preseason games played in Spain. They've been to Paris, they've been to Puerto Rico, but they've never been to London, they've never been to Berlin. And this is a real honor of a situation from the NBA. This is how you continue to grow. It does feel like a no-brainer business decision when you look at trying to grow future fans, future connectivity with both the Grizzlies and the city of Memphis and the players. I mean, God, like, imagine some kid goes and sees Ja Morant dunk on Franz Wagner's head in Berlin, and next thing you know, he's like, I don't want to support the Wagners anymore. I want to be a Ja Morant fan. I want to be a Memphis Grizzlies fan. So it's a very cool opportunity. Now, I know many people this morning have also made the connection on the dates of those games, and January 18th, which is the second game of the two, is the third weekend in January, which means that the following day, the Monday, is MLK Day, which means the Grizzlies will not be stateside for MLK Day this year and will not have an MLK Day game. And I've seen a lot of disappointed fans this morning, and I completely get that. I think that's a fair, kind of like complicated take-in of this really, really cool opportunity and the disappointment to not have a game that truly means so much to the city of Memphis. Like, the MLK Day game is a signature event of the city, and I want to reiterate that it is coming back. It won't be here this year. It will be back next year. The team is committed to doing activities around the city of Memphis to continue to support the MLK Day holiday. Obviously, the day and Dr. King's legacy doesn't evaporate with the Grizzlies not playing a game here. But listen, I get it. It's a day where the city truly all comes together and celebrates the life and legacy of Dr. King. I have felt so fortunate as someone who was not born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee, having been able to experience MLK Day in Memphis for the last however many years I've been here at this point, has been really special. It's been an excellent opportunity to expand on my very rudimentary U.S. public school education on Dr. King and what he meant and what Memphis meant to the civil rights movement. And so I really hope that even in the team's travels abroad, that they're able to kind of use it as an opportunity to spread the love of Memphis, show the dedication to Dr. Martin Luther King, and most importantly, that game will be back next year. But it's just, when you look at it from a business opportunity, this was too good of an opportunity to pass up if you're the Grizzlies. And, you know, logistics come into play. I'm sure the NBA gave some date ranges. You have contracts, you have arenas, you have travel, you have the rest of the schedule, and for whatever reason, this is the time period that it landed on, and it will be a really cool expansion on the global impact of of the Grizzlies, and an elevation of sorts. So I know some people are out there this morning not quite knowing how to feel about this, but if you're the Memphis Grizzlies, like, this is something that you have to do, and you should be honored to have the opportunity to do just this. So I am very excited to watch the Grizzlies play abroad in Berlin and London, and you'll get to see them play against Desmond Bane and the Orlando Magic. So there's a little juice to that matchup as well.
That's sad.
Yeah.
This is disappointing, man. And this, like, it's the MLK game is one of a handful of times a year where there's a different sort of buzz in the city. And I can name the events because I was thinking about them earlier. I think Southern Heritage Classic, Liberty Bowl, AutoZone Liberty Bowl, Memphis in May, that month. Throw in FedEx St. Jude Championship or Invitation or whatever we're calling it, given the respective year. And maybe Elvis Week, where it is, okay, Memphis is getting to puff out its chest a little bit and showcase some of the really positive things going on in the city. And to not have one of those events, it's for me, it's sad. And the Grizzlies do a phenomenal job honoring Dr. King and Dr. King's legacy. The symposium is superb. The way that they keep the main thing is incredible. So often when we try to, as a collective, try to do one of these types of, hey, let's bring people together for the sport and let's talk about something else, we fumble, bumble, stumble over ourselves as a collective. But the Grizzlies, year in, year out, do a remarkable job on that week. Not just that day, but that week. The week culminates in the MLK game. The attention that gets paid to that day from a national standpoint in this city is because of that game. People are here nationally because of the game, and then it's, okay, we're sucked into the conversation about Dr. King's legacy and what he meant to the civil rights movement and what the civil rights movement and all of the players in that civil rights movement meant to shaping the world that we live in today. not just the Dr. King component of it. He's the star, but this is a chance for people to learn about the sanitation workers strike and what that was all about and why Dr. King came here and why it was so important for him to come back the second time, which ultimately, unfortunately, very, very tragically led to his death. And the Grizzlies do a great job of to me, the best job of honoring that legacy and talking about that message. And for the game not to be in the city, that takes away the national component, the national conversation around Dr. King's legacy and around Memphis's place in the civil rights movement and around the work that still needs to be done. That's just the fact. I understand that it's a business opportunity, and we are, if nothing else, but a business in this world. It's just every now and then it would be nice to say, hey, okay, you know what? Let's put the business to the side for a second. Let's remember something really, truly important, and then we can get back to the business side of things. It would have been great for the Grizzlies and the NBA and the Magic to try and find some different scheduling opportunities. I have to believe that they did try. That's just something that I have to believe. I don't know whether or not they did or not, and just scheduling conflicts made it to where they weren't able to work something out. I understand wanting to raise your profile internationally because that's a market you haven't tapped all the way into and you hadn't tapped into, and you've got what appears to be, if you're looking at it, you brought it up, you're looking at what Ja Morant is doing over in China, you got what appears to be a budding international superstar, so you want to strike while that iron is hot. I completely understand that, but there are some things, for me, there are some things more important than the almighty dollar, and Dr. King's legacy, impact, and the messaging around Dr. King is one of those things. And today, like when I found out, I was just like, okay, this is disheartening. I put it in the chat. If I could type today and something lower than lowercase, I would, because that's how I feel right now with this game not being here. Now, the Grizzlies can still do all of the typical things that they do, and there's no doubt in my mind they'll have something really cool, really important planned, but losing that game takes away from the national conversation that would circle around the event and bringing more. The national conversation matters because it brings more awareness to what is going on and what that message was from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
I'll be curious what the rest of the NBA schedule is on MLK Day. Historically, Memphis has had a game. We've seen games in Atlanta. Have we seen games in New Orleans on MLK Day?
I think so.
I think so. But I forgot, it's the national championship game in college football, too. Not that that takes anything away. And again, I think one of the good things is that the plan is for the Memphis Grizzlies to return to MLK Day. I think this is the second time in their 25-year upcoming 25th season here in Memphis existence that the game has not been played on MLK Day, and it has come back stronger in the years following those absences. So I am excited for that. And listen, I know it creates some semblance of complicated feelings because you want to be excited about an opportunity for the Grizzlies to be on this big stage. And then there is something about it's hard to explain to people who have not experienced MLK Day here in Memphis just what it means and kind of the connective through line and the support that comes out through the city. But when it pertains to the opportunity for the Grizzlies to go abroad and to be there with the Magic, there have only been 35 regular season games ever played internationally, spanning from 1990 to now in the NBA. And I have kind of followed the global games every year. Obviously, in recent years, Victor Wembanyama going back to Paris, and the NBA has now been in Paris and Mexico City the last handful of years. They have not been to London since pre-pandemic, so this will be their first game back in London since 2019. And the Knicks and the Wizards played in that game back in 2019. But as mentioned, first game in Germany. They are playing, I think, preseason games in Abu Dhabi this year. They are playing preseason games in Macau, China this year. This is obviously a big push from the NBA. We see it in the NFL as well, this understanding that in order to continue to raise the national games of professional football and professional basketball, you would like to have the help of the international component and truly just the understanding of worldwide impact. And we'll see more and more games of these kind. It is very cool for the Grizzlies to be one of the teams that was invited to be a part of it this year. And we will see them in Berlin and London coming up in January of this season. The rest of the Grizzlies schedule will be released in August, and you will have 3 home preseason games now. I'm not sure we talked about the Grizzlies preseason schedule that dropped last Friday, but if you notice that there were 3 home preseason games, now it makes a little bit more sense because the Grizzlies do, with this Europe road trip, lose one of their home games for this season. So there's now 3 home preseason games, and we'll get the rest of the Grizzlies schedule usually second or third week in August. So we should get it pretty soon. We will go ahead and we'll take a quick break here. When we come back, we'll get into the WNBA action from last night. A'ja Wilson went absolutely off for the Las Vegas Aces in a win over the Sparks. We'll also get into some oops, we missed it again stories from the week we have not gotten to when we come back.
It's time for our Pick 6, Mike. 6 classics that we're most looking forward to in the 2025 football season.
Las Vegas, obviously, that's the Grambling State University, Jackson State University clash. They're taking 2 iconic HBCU brands going to an NFL stadium in Las Vegas.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
So let's start with the Jaw 3, the graffiti. New York versus New York.
New York. That box is so. Yeah, that box is fresh. I'm actually happy to see a new box. Like, it's time.
Box is fresh.
The first and the second one with the same box. I see a
Yeah.
different box now. So yeah,
And
that's fresh.
And the graffiti letter A looks cool. Yeah, they look
that's
cool.
tight. I like that.
The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Scotty Scheffler ran away with the Open Championship this weekend. My God, this guy, he's not real. Have we reached the point with Scotty Scheffler where you don't have to care a thing about golf, but you still know there's a dude named Scotty Scheffler who is awesome at it?
He is solidified himself as one of the greats in the sport. At this point, probably of all time.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What is the biggest Summer League accomplishment so far for this Grizzlies team?
Tuomas Isalo filling out his coaching staff. The Ryan Saunders hiring was essential. It was big time. You have a veteran NBA voice there.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back. Some WNBA action from last night. I stayed up to follow the Cameron Brink return game when the Sparks played the Aces, and the Aces ruined the Cameron Brink return game. They won 89-74, and more specifically, A'ja Wilson made it the A'ja Wilson game. It was an A'ja Wilson masterclass. Watching her in the first quarter of that game, if you can, go back, find the highlights from the first quarter of Aces Sparks, and you will be reminded why A'ja Wilson is the best player in the WNBA. I know the MVP race has taken off without her. You watch that first quarter, you can almost convince yourself that she should be back in the conversation with Nafisa Collier, with Alyssa Thomas, even in spite of all the struggles of the Aces this season. She was a perfect 8 of 8 in the first quarter. She ended up making her first 10 shots of the night. She dropped 17 points in the first 10 minutes. She ended with a stat line of 34 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks, shot 69% from the field. Nice, made her only attempt from 3 and took just a single free throw. She was an absolute machine. There were moments in last night's game where I felt bad for De'Arica Hamby because she could do nothing every time that she was switched on to A'ja Wilson. That said, the Aces gave you a glimpse of, oh, could this Aces team make a surge at this point? They're not just one game above 500, they're 14-13, so give me a couple games. Jackie Young had a triple-double. Chelsea Gray had 8 assists and easily could have had some more. There were some missed easy bunnies on passes from Chelsea Gray. But the Sparks looked not great. They had been riding a 5-game winning streak, and that is snapped. They seem to revert to some of the early Sparks action. A lot of one-on-one. Did not play. I won't even say didn't play great defense. Did not play defense much of last night's game. But on the bright side, seeing Cameron Brink out there was great. I love watching athletes come back from devastating injuries, and for Cameron Brink's rookie season to have ended so soon with her ACL tear. She goes through the surgery. She's had over a year recovery at this point. And just the smile on her face, her family who was there supporting her, her teammates who were there supporting her. She came off the bench. She had 5 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, a steal, a block in 14 minutes. Bottom line, she looked comfortable and she looked healthy.
I am curious about the Aces. Maybe this is a corner being turned 4-6. Their last 4-2, excuse me, their last 6 back-to-back losses in that span to the Fever and to the Lynx. They get the Lynx on Saturday. Then I think they go back-to-backs with the Valkyrie. And this is one thing to beat the Sparks, and that's fine. But the Sparks aren't the Lynx, And if you're going to if I'm going to consider you your corner turned, that's the team. Those are the types of teams you've got to be able to beat consistently. The Lynx, the Valkyrie, the Liberty, the Dream. In that 4-2 span, they do have a win over the Dream. And I don't want to say somewhere between a large part of the reason and the sole reason. Because it is more than a large part, but it's a little bit less than the sole reason that the Aces are where they are. Because A'ja Wilson on a given night can go out there and do that. And can, will, and does. So many times A'ja Wilson is out there balling out of control, and then you look up at the results and it's, the Aces lost, and you watching game very clearly the Aces lost because the only damn one out there hooping is A'ja. She is literally carrying this team, kicking and screaming through the regular season up to this point. She'll get MVP votes. Yeah, they don't want to be good. I don't know what else to say.
They do.
I guess they want to. They're not capable. I don't know what the hell to say about them. They just aren't right now. Yeah. And so A'ja's like, no, come on, get on my back, kicking and screaming, carrying them potato sack style. A'ja's got the whole team here. Their legs are kicking. Their arms are flailing back there. They're screaming bloody murder. And A'ja's like, no, I'm going to carry you to as far as I can, and if that's to a first round exit in the playoff, damn it, that's what it's going to be. But y'all are going to follow me. And that's she's going to get MVP votes, but we don't give MVP to players on teams that are one game above 500. But she is having a hell of a run this year.
0 drop-off for A'ja Wilson.
0 drop-off and continuously elevated?
Yeah, I would, yes.
Right, like this, it's not like she's peaked and she's plateauing. No, this year she's hit a different level, and that's been one of the most fun things to watch in the W this season.
It's been a shame that the Aces have not been able to reach a different level alongside of her. The other biggest story in the WNBA last night was what ended up on the court during a Valkyries dream game.
Oh, I missed it. What was it?
We're not showing it.
Oh, can you describe it?
Most importantly, the Valkyries won. A game on the road. A rare road dub for the Valkyries, and perhaps they were inspired.
By what?
By a lime green phallic object that was thrown onto the court. A toy of some kind. The camera person zoomed in to see what it was because the game had to be stopped, and then that camera person zoomed out really, really quickly, and it was neon green. It was giving a little Shrek. Or a big Shrek. But
that seemed like a big Shrek.
The Valkyries put those V's up, and they moved on, and they got the win. and Brittany Griner was short on a potential game-tying shot, and the Valkyries won that game, and I was proud of my Valkyries for overcoming the distraction. Somebody tried their best to throw the game.
What I'm hearing you say from what you're describing is something that's longest, loveliest, leanest. I call it the leanest. Another 5-letter word rhyming with cleanest or meanest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Close enough. If you were rhyming, some could find connectivity there.
We were talking a lime green one. Just seems a bit much.
That's why the camera guy was like, "What is this? Oh my God!"
I missed it live, but it's all over social media.
I also missed it live.
I don't know who was announcing.
I'm sorry, that was inappropriate.
But oh my. It zooms in, they figure out what it is, and it's, oh my.
I truly cannot imagine being like in a professional role in a broadcast like that, and that happens. Can you imagine our sweet Pete Pranica and Brevin Knight and Rob Fisher having to navigate? They had the person who glued their hand onto the court.
One of them is sweet. Pete is sweet.
They're all sweet.
The other two. They can get a bit worldly.
Well, please don't try it, anybody.
Can you imagine?
Forum.
So
only the WNBA can get away with such unserious nonsense.
After watching the video a couple of times, because it's hilarious.
Yes.
Don't throw things on the court. Also, like, come on, don't
you could
be
hurt
that way.
somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you imagine?
Do people not think about this?
Can you imagine catching a dildo to the face like that?
CJ.
I'm just saying.
The other big game, not big game, but the other game last night. Wow. Mystics beat the Sky 103-86. Sonia Citron, 28 points. She keeps being awesome. And then Angel Reese had 22 points and 13 rebounds. Her 11th straight double-double. Reminder, she holds the streak for most consecutive double-doubles in the WNBA when she had 15 in her rookie season. She is at 11. Candace Parker is ahead of her in 12. There's been some weird Candace Parker, Angel Reese discourse that I have not really dove into because sometimes the extracurriculars of the WNBA outside of the funny events of last night can be exhausting. But Angel Reese has been awesome. Like, we talked about her a couple of weeks ago, and talking about someone who's continued to be consistent and somebody who has elevated their game in a variety of ways, despite a very difficult playing situation, playing for a Sky team that is not very good. Angel Reese keeps putting up really good numbers, and not just empty stats, because that became a thing. Like, oh, well, what'd she do? Got a million of her own rebounds, and then she went and trademarked me bounds. And no, like, she has shown advancement both as an offensive force and a defensive force on the Sky this season.
What's the weird discourse? I've missed this entirely.
I was wondering if you had seen it and could fill me in. I think people think Candace Parker has been unnecessarily critical of Angel Reese, but the way I've seen it is Candace Parker has been very dedicated to treating conversation around the W just like you would treat it around the NBA, not using kids' gloves. And sometimes that's a tricky place to be in because there's all the, what do we say, the ogenisms. There's misogyny, there's homophobia, there's racism, there's sexism that all gets baked into WNBA conversations, and especially some of the hate that comes for Angel Reese. So some people would prefer for there to be some reservation, but I think Candace Parker has been labeled a bit of an Angel Reese hater, which is, but that's just sports talk. Like, at some point, there has to be a separation of sports talk versus personal attacks, you know?
Yeah. And it's odd, and in this league in particular, it's really, really hard to do. To be critical without it being taken as, this person is being racist, sexist, homophobic, or what have you. It's a hard line to walk, and you don't want to burden somebody with more. We talked about it with Jai yesterday, more negativity. Because like they're just out there trying to do their jobs. Now, some are doing it much better than others. Everybody is doing it much better than the Sky. Well, maybe not the Sun, but everybody else might be doing it way better than the Sky right now. But you don't want it to become that side of things. As somebody who dislikes a bunch of women in the WNBA, like it's. Listen, man, you got to talk about them the way you got to talk about them. If you see it, you got to see something, you got to say something, man.
I'm a lover, not a hater.
You are.
I am.
You love everything. You love everything and everybody.
I try.
What the hell happened to your fan board, by the way?
I don't know.
I was thinking about that the other day.
Did someone throw it away?
Did you take it home?
I feel like I need to add at least a few lines on the family tree.
You
I have to add Diego Pavia.
You got to add Diego Pavia.
Got to add the V's.
V's up.
It's like very Avita.
Gotta add them. Is there a new? You did this before Biff Poggi came through, so you got to throw
but
Charlotte
he was on and
there.
then off. He's gone. I'm not a Charlotte fan. I was
You're just a Biff Poggi?
And I
Okay.
just loved the tanks.
Oh, you got to throw Justin on there now. Herbie.
Oh, I think. Was he not already on
Well,
there?
the Chargers on there? The Chargers
Also,
weren't on there.
You know I'm waning. Hey, speaking of Herbie,
What?
I will give you 10 guesses. We talked yesterday about the Hall of Fame game. That is
Did
tomorrow.
we?
We get an NFL game tomorrow.
Do we?
A real life NFL
Is
game
that what we're
tomorrow
calling
between
it?
the Chargers and the Lions. I will give you 10 guesses on who the Chargers starting quarterback is tomorrow night in the Hall of Fame game because I saw this on
10
my
guesses.
timeline. 10 guesses.
10 guesses.
I am so confident that you will not get it right unless you saw it, but you've told me you didn't.
I didn't see it. I'm going to go with E.J. Manuel.
No.
All right. Tyrod Taylor.
No.
All right. Okay. Am I getting hot or cold?
Cold.
Cold. Okay.
Well,
okay. So I got to move.
There's a, I guess, some.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back the other way.
Okay.
Are we doing Drew Locker?
No, that's
But-
not his name, but also not Drew Lock.
Okay. All right. Drew Lock is that dude's name. Okay. I was trying to think of.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is Chad Henne still running around?
Where is Chad Henne?
Chad Henne's got to be retired, or he's
40. He's 40 years old. He's been retired since 2022.
Okay. All right. So I've got.
So it's not Chad Henne.
So I've got
and you're
four.
at
Am I,
four guesses.
am I hot or cold?
Very cold.
Very cold. I got to move back the other way.
Very cold. Moving the other direction.
All right. Okay. Who might it be? Is it what's my man's name? Titans Jacob ended up in Green Bay. What's his name? Malik Willis.
It is not
It is
Malik
not-
Willis. But that was a good guess.
Am I getting?
Maybe like a smidgen closer.
Okay. All right. Okay. Trey Lance? No, he's with the cat. Is it Trey Lance? It's Trey Lance. Let's go! Woo!
Wow.
Who doesn't know football? This guy does it.
Third pick in the 2021 NFL draft. I will never forget where I was the day Trey Lance went down with that leg injury. We were at a bar watching football in LA with Chris and some of his friends, and Chris was so excited. He had Trey Lance on like the second or third quarterback on his fantasy team that year. He had a very special moment with his father before his father passed, watching the NFL draft and the Niners take Trey Lance, and they liked Trey Lance together. And then that man went down with that leg injury, and he sat in a corner by himself. And then we got in a car, and he did not speak to anyone. And then we went to another friend's house, and he did not speak to anyone. And I had to go around apologizing and being like, I'm so sorry, his quarterback of his future is dead. And now look at him, starting in the Hall of Fame game. The Trey Lance game. I'm going to tune in for Trey. I hope Chris is ready to watch Trey Lance play for the Chargers. I don't know who the Colts, or not the Colts, the
what an
Lions,
awful
I don't
way.
think have announced their starter yet.
What an awful way to spend your anniversary watching the Hall of Fame game.
Our anniversary is today.
Oh, good. Okay.
Tomorrow, it's all over.
Okay, all right.
Would you rather watch Trey Lance versus Hendon Hooker or
Hendon
Trey Lance
Hooker?
versus Kyle Allen?
What?
I don't think Jared Goff is playing.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because that's how one of my fantasy football podcasts pronounces Jared Goff, and so Jared Goff.
Yeah. Given those two options, I'd
No?
Given those two options,
I just like the last name Hooker.
I'd rather watch the first game of Summer League Salt Lake.
Wow. No, tonight, Chris can be a good ally. He bought one of those Everybody Watches Women's Sports shirts.
Oh, my gosh.
Just to show how much of a capital A ally he is. So I hope he puts it on tonight, and we're going to watch Liberty Lynx.
Okay.
Did we ever see if Brianna Stewart's playing?
I'm assuming she's not.
I'm assuming she's not as well, but I'll still watch the game. I'll still watch the game. Revenge bod Luka is out and about in the wild. He's not just on the cover of Men's Health. He is out in New York City as a part of his Jordan Brand tour, and he was courtside at Dyckman Park yesterday. And he's just flinging shots from the seated position, and everyone says, "Oh, old Luka could never. Skinny Luka can absolutely do this." We are glorifying this man. He has gone. What the quote from that article was like? He's never had the body of a Greek god. We're treating this man like a Greek god now. Have one almond shake a day, and your life can change for the better.
I'm already tired of this storyline. I think the guy lost some weight. He toned up. Let's get out there on the court and let's go do it. Let's see. I don't need everything to be a skinny Luka joke.
It's not a joke. People are like, this man is a new man.
So, listen, Whether you're saying it for the ha-ha, or whether you're saying it for the hee-hee, or whether you're saying it for the ho-ho,
or the hi-hi.
Hi-hi, or if you're just being serious, if it's not, I laugh at funny things, whether you're serious or not. But like we've flooded the market with Luka jokes online on social. Give me something else. I'm tired of the skinny Luka stuff.
2 stories we didn't get to yesterday. How about the Christian Wilkins story? He was released by the Raiders last week, voided his remaining $35.2 million of guaranteed money on his 4-year contract.
I didn't know NFL locker rooms had HR now.
Yeah, that's a...
Because like, I came away from this story, forget the allegations in it. Somebody went to HR, and they were like, okay, we got to get this dude up out of here now. There's something going on with the ankle as well, like he's not rehabbing properly, or they're frustrated with the progress on the ankle. They just gave him a huge contract. So it's like, okay, we can go ahead and move him now because of the HR violation. But the fact that you can go to HR now and file a complaint, hashtag growth on the NFL. I didn't know they had HR.
Hashtag progress.
Hashtag progress.
And you have the question, was he released because of an injury, or was he released because he was kissing his teammates on the head? Amongst other activity. I saw somebody post a TikTok that was going through the situation, and it was a girl and like gives sports stories to women through like a women's slant. So she's telling it, and she's like, I'm all on this guy's side. Like, who doesn't want to give a little smooch sometimes? Like, what, we got to vilify? Like, let men just give a little kiss on the head. And then she's like, and then I saw this video showing all of these various plays through his college career of what he became notorious for, and I changed my mind on the situation.
Of him literally sexually assaulting opponents. Yes. Yeah.
Pete Carroll won't stand for that on his team.
I forgot Pete was
big
there.
Culture guy, Pete Carroll. Big culture guy.
Can you imagine?
Anyway, watching that clip of Schefter
threat?
on McAfee's show try to explain the playfully kissed a teammate on a head story, and then ESPN reported that there was a complaint with HR. Are we sure that the complaint was the kissing on the head, or was the complaint potentially something else?
Either way
we
it
just
goes.
know the story of the kiss on the head.
Either way it goes. Michael Irvin stabbed a man, cut a man for being in front of him while getting a haircut. Michael Irvin felt like he should be getting a haircut before the rookie or whomever it was pulled out a blade, slashed this man's neck. And that is, we think it's extreme, but I don't think that's that extreme for the NFL locker rooms, right?
Don't worry.
That's
HR.
that,
HR is here.
and that didn't happen. No HR got involved there. A little kiss on the head. HR all of a sudden comes in. They were bullying poor whatever his name is.
We take sexual harassment
Richie.
in this country very seriously.
When Richie Incognito was bullying, what's the dude's name? Bullying him all allegedly, maybe, potentially. We don't.
I think Richie claims he didn't, right?
And I think some other stuff has come out. It's like, okay, maybe there wasn't.
Yeah, I haven't kept up. Unfortunately, I have not kept up on the happenings of Richie
HR didn't get
Incognito.
involved in that either. So now they've got actual HR departments in the NFL.
Sounds like it.
I'm curious now.
Good for them.
Good for them. This is, you should.
I want to be an
Can you
HR rep for
imagine?
the NFL.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I can't even make a joke about it.
No, you don't.
Being an HR
That seems
rep
like a
for
nightmare.
a locker room specifically.
seems
Do
like
they
a
have their
nightmare.
own HR person, or is it the general? Like, is it our HR person, but then they're also responsible for the players?
No, that can't be the case.
Because there's no way we share an HR person with the Grizzlies.
I think we do.
No.
I think we do.
There's no way.
I don't know
how that works.
I don't either. I don't
Well,
either.
the
Can you
NFL's
imagine
got a
coming to
handle
work?
on it.
Can you imagine coming to work and just being kissed on the head, Lil Bunny Foo-Foo style, by people up here? Can you imagine that? just coming. Gary lurches into here creepily
Using
like
the
he
word
does,
lurch.
and just, hey Jessica, mwah, right on top of your forehead.
Oh, please. I'm a woman in sports. I get kissed on the cheek all the time.
Have you talked to the NFL HR rep?
No, because no one would care. God. This is a PSA. All you old men, you do not have to greet someone by kissing them on the cheek. Just like Christian Wilkins doesn't have to tell a teammate he cares about him by kissing him on the forehead. Or the top of the head. We don't know where. Could have been a cheek, could have been a forehead, could have been a little nose. Oh,
I'm a grown-ass man. You better not kiss my nose. That's the thing you do to toddlers and children.
It's
Don't you kiss my
8:41.
nose.
We gotta take
That's
a break.
the worst
We gotta
place.
get to DeAngelo.
I'm grown as hell.
We gotta get to DeAngelo Williams. We never know what we'll talk with him about. We'll find DeAngelo Williams would not have a teammate Kiss him on the nose. Chris does it to piss me off. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, we'll be back with DeAngelo after a quick break.
You've seen the Grizz line jamming on the court and rocking out on Beale Street, and this is your chance to join the best drum line in the NBA. Grizz line entertains Grizz Nation at home games and events in the Mid-South through their impressive techniques and energetic shows. If you have experience in drumming and marching and love entertaining, Grizz line is the perfect opportunity for you to combine percussion and performance. Open auditions are Saturday, August 9th at FedEx Forum. Sign up today by visiting grizzlies.com/auditions.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
So let's start with the Ja 3, the graffiti, New York versus New York.
New York. That box is so. Yeah, that box is fresh. I'm actually happy to see a new box. Like, it's time.
Box is fresh.
The first and the second one with the same box. I see a
Yeah.
different box now. So yeah,
And
that's fresh.
And the graffiti letter A looks cool. Yeah, they look
that's
cool.
tight. I like that.
The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Scotty Scheffler ran away with the Open Championship this weekend. My God, this guy, he's not real. Have we reached the point with Scotty Scheffler where you don't have to care a thing about golf, but you still know there's a dude named Scotty Scheffler who is awesome at it?
He is solidified himself as one of the greats in the sport. At this point, probably of all time.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Let's check the over-under totals. Alabama, Georgia, and Texas all at 9.5. LSU, Ole Miss, Tennessee at 8.5.
I love Ole Miss over the 8.5. I think Ole Miss can win 9.
But Ole Miss, they're gonna, Ole Miss, they're gonna lose to Arkansas week 3.
But they could go 9-3. Like Ole Miss winning 10 games
they always
is always
pull some
like
crap like that.
Ole Miss winning 10 can seem a bit of a stretch, but they can win 9.
They're gonna lose at Kentucky week 2.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
It's time for our Pick Six, Mike. 6 classics that we're most looking forward to in the 2025 football season.
Las Vegas, obviously, that's the Grambling State University, Jackson State University clash. They're taking 2 iconic HBCU brands, going to an NFL stadium in Las Vegas.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Welcome back. It's Wednesday. That means it's time to catch up with DeAngelo Williams. He joins us now. DeAngelo, what's up? What's new?
I know what you're trying to get me into.
No, I said our off-camera chats stay off camera. You do not have to continue.
Okay.
Although
Okay.
DeAngelo
Okay.
apparently is against people kissing babies on the nose, by the way.
Look, I'm going to tell you something, and this is something personal, and I don't really want to share this with y'all, but I'm going to share this with y'all, and I don't want you to hold it over my head, okay? It infuriates me when, look, I'm getting mad thinking about it. My wife does it to me, and it drives me insane. when she booped my nose.
Oh, the boop.
And she'll go boop, and it drives me just the noise just makes my skin curl because I just look like this. I believe that you age out of certain things, and that's something that you should have aged out a long time ago. That's childish. That is childish.
But
and
is
I
it
tell
really
her that all
childish?
the
Because
time.
when you were a child, did you boop someone or were you booped?
No, Jessica. That is childish. There's no way around that. That is something that you should have left in your youth that you brought to your adulthood and you think is cool, and it's not cool. It's not cool at all.
My wife got really mad at me. We had like a sit down moment. She's like, hey, I don't like when you boop my nose. Stop it.
Bro, I'm telling you, I like this. That's cause for that's acts of war. It's yeah. I don't think you understand. Like it burns me up, CJ.
You can't do the nose. You can't.
Oh
no. That there's something about that nose that is like, because that means you think I'm cute. And damn it, I'm a lot of things. I am not cute. I'm a grown ass man. Babies, kittens, puppies, they're cute. I'm grown. No, don't do me like that. Nope, don't touch my nose. Leave my nose alone.
Yeah, nose is a very sacred place. We don't talk enough about how sacred the nose is. Like the nose is a no-fly zone. Like if you are a stranger and you touch my nose, that is reason to fight. Like why are you touching
why would
such an important piece of my body?
Stranger touch a nose? That's insane.
What if a stranger booped you?
Oh, if a stranger boop? Like just a flyby boop? Just walking down the street with a boop? No, come on, man. No, we can't do that.
That ain't something. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a lot of fights. Like it doesn't matter. That translates into all areas in life. At the booping of the nose, it is. Who even came up with that? Who thought that, like, back in those days, like, oh, this is a really cute thing, and somebody was like, you know what? I'm going to translate it into adulthood and see how it works, and it catch on.
No one can find anything on Google where is the etymology of the word boop.
Listen,
I don't even think it's a word. It's just a sound that people make. I don't even think you can correctly spell it.
It's mostly with animals. Like I always think of a boop with an animal. Like I just saw a video of a bear on a porch in Gatlinburg, and the woman was like, "It's taking everything to stop my intrusive thoughts to go and boop this thing on the nose." And I'm like, "Well, good. It should take everything and more of your intrusive thoughts because that bear will eat you."
That's a bear.
Do not boop the bear. You can boop a dog. You can boop a cat. You can maybe boop a horse. Maybe boop a goat.
Jessica, as a fellow booper, because I don't know what that feels like. What do you get out? What do you get out of booping something? Because I don't.
I think sometimes you were just like moved by cuteness. You're like, oh, it's so cute. I just want to boop.
I don't know.
I can't explain it any further. Something happens within a young woman or man.
Not just women, like men.
People happens to a person
boop.
where they are moved to cuteness and they want to expel the energy inside.
DeAngelo, I'm anti-boop. I don't boop shit. I'm not, unless I'm trying to annoy my wife, and now I've stopped because I legit, after that meeting, feared for my safety. It was like one more boop, and I might end up missing. And 20 years from now, we might do a documentary called Where the Hell Did CJ Go? And it would be clear that she had something to do with my disappearance. So I stay away from the boops now.
All I'm saying is none of the mentors you grew growing up was booping people. So that's how I know that you don't boop people. CJ.
You don't know that. Booping is a private thing. Most times booping is not done in public. It's done in the privacy of someone's home. Yeah. Who's out here like booping in the middle of the grocery store? Not I. Which makes it even more sacred than a booty slap, because my husband will slap my booty in the middle of the street, but he won't boop my nose out in public.
No. You leave that nose alone.
If we're ranking, most sacred actions done.
Like there's something different about the nose.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I know. That's another thing too, and I don't know if it's every guy. It doesn't matter who it is, but the butt slapping of the wife or significant partner, like I don't think that's a learned. It's just like it's just in us.
And if you don't, you get in trouble.
Yeah, that's Chris. I can't help it. I'm like, yes, you can. Like, what is this?
If he stopped
Then I'd feel bad.
Okay, exactly. Right?
I know.
Like,
it's a problem.
I will,
it's the true catch-22 of every relationship.
By about like 2 p.m., she'll come up to me like, hey, you hadn't patted it. You okay? Here it is. Go ahead. Do what you do. I have to be like, oh, baby, it's the fourth quarter. I'm down by 3. I'm driving right now. The game is happening right this second. I'm actually actively in the middle of college football, like I'm playing it. Pause. Here you go. Bow. All right. I still love you. I've just been busy. I hadn't forgotten about it. I know where it is. I know it's still there.
My favorite thing is like when he does it in public, I get really mad at him because I'll like turn around and see if there was somebody behind us, and I'm like, there is somebody behind. Have some respect. There is somebody behind us. But in my head, I'm like, yeah, they know my husband. He can't resist. He can't resist the moment.
I'm glad you're so honest, Jessica. I'm glad you're honest. Because I'm going to tell you something. I get this conversation more than anything. Don't you objectify me? And I'm like, what? I was like, it's just a harmless butt slap. He was like, no, you're teaching your kids to do this, and then they're going to do this. Like, you should
Don't
be
teach
better.
your kids to do it.
And I'm like,
this is with someone I've been with for 13 years.
This is what's crazy, though. I'm like, honey, I didn't even know I did it. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Chris will be like, I'm sorry, I blacked out. I have no recollection.
I was like, and I'm arguing with her because I'm like, I didn't even touch you. Like, I just walked by you. She was like, yes, you did. And like, she replayed, and I'm like, you sure? Like, I don't remember. No, I didn't even do it. Like, it's such a habit to where it just.
I think I've been brainwashed at this point. Because at some point in time, I probably used the, like, this is objectifying argument. And now I'm like, this is supportive. This is telling me, good job. Atta girl. Atta girl. What else is new in your life, DeAngelo?
I have the diathlon this Saturday. I'm excited about that. I get a chance to put my competitive jersey on and see how far it get me. But it's a 3.4 mile run into a 53-mile bike ride.
Oh. What's the harder part for you, the run or the bike ride?
Both.
Both.
I hate running, and then the speeds on the bike are just ridiculous because I'm riding with another group, and that the speed is dependent on how that group feels. So it's just it's a sufferfest all the way around. Like, nothing about working out is exciting to me. I'm gonna be honest with you, but there's a conflict of interest because bigger people don't seem to be happy, and the people that work out don't either seem to be happy. So it's like I don't know which direction to go in because I'm just like, I don't know which unhappy I want to be.
Almost like what you weigh doesn't make you happy. So almost like you got to find happiness from within. That's what it sounds like to me.
How long does this thing take?
It take me probably 3 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it'll take me 3 hours because I'm probably, if you average 20 miles on the bike, that'll take you a little bit over 2.5 hours. And then if you got to average a nice 3.4 and not spend any time in the transition.
Okay. But it's not, like sometimes you hear about these races that are like overnight races or double day race. Those ones are insane to me. Like when you have to go all through the night and then wake up or take a quick nap and continue onward. Those don't make any sense. But this one's a difficult, what would a slow person finish it in? Like 5 hours?
Well, I don't, yeah, that's a long day. I mean, it'll be fun still, though, because there's cyclists everywhere. That's going to be your longest part of the day is the 53 miles.
Did I see that? Does it end at your farm, or is your farm included in some way?
Yeah, it start and stop at the farm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, half the runs on the farm. It's not open yet, but everybody get a chance to see the progress and stuff. Thank you, Jessica, for asking, because CJ wasn't going to ask.
No, you know what? I was going to ask, when are we getting there? Jessica's an influencer, and I produce her show. Like, when are we going to get to come to the farm?
When it's done.
Okay.
When it's done. Yeah.
We'll do some shows from the farm, or we won't. We'll take
live show from the
take
farm.
off and just go to the farm and hang out.
Boy, I'm telling you right now, we're gonna have to pull this episode up because I'm gonna use this episode against y'all. I'm gonna make sure y'all in
Please.
because
We're
Jessica
I mean-
look like if it doesn't involve potatoes, she ain't coming.
Oh, you remember the potato trip?
I do. Yeah, I do remember.
I only travel for work
I'm
with
still
potato
holding it against.
opportunities.
Because what's crazy is she went on a potato trip and they ain't went on the trip since. They probably ain't talked since.
Oh, that's not true. We had lunch like last month.
Wait, she was here last month?
She's always around.
Wow. Damn, CJ, I'm sorry
Sometimes
you had to
you gotta-
find
you
out
gotta,
you wasn't. Yeah,
make
it be
the
your
invite
own
yourself.
people. It
But
be
no.
your own people.
Every single
And
time.
you want to know
Hey,
what's funny,
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo? I was in Salt Lake City for Summer League, and I had some impeccable, like, great French fries that I'm still thinking about at the Hyatt Regency in downtown Salt Lake City. And I ate them, and you want to know who I thought of when I ate them? Megan. So you want to know who I texted? Hey, not sure where you guys stay when the Nets play the Jazz, but if it's at the Hyatt Regency, you got to get the French fries. I wish I was known for something as much as Megan is known for French fries, because then people would send me recommendations of the best version of those things. Chicken
Look,
fingers, pepperoni pizza.
That's how I am about donuts. I
You
know
like
that.
donuts?
Look, CJ, I'm going to tell you something. All my friends and my family, Gary included, there's two things that'll stop DeAngelo Williams in his tracks. That's a Waffle House and some donuts, some local donut shops. We have been running late to the airport, and I've been driving, and Gary see a local donut shop and be like,
Stop.
"Damn it! Oh, I gotta stop.
What's
I
your
gotta
order?
see. Oh, it's just regular glazed donuts. If your regular glazed donut is trash, there's no other donut up there because I'm not going for taste. I'm going for feel, like the texture of the donut. Then I'll get to the taste. The greatest donut I ever ate in my life is in Utah. I think it's called Drury Donuts. Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm talking
God!
about
What
Utah
was good about
fries. You're
that?
talking about Utah donuts.
Look, when you, I don't think have you ever been into a donut, man? It was so fluffy
Yeah.
and flaky.
Haven't
It
I told the
just
story about the
disintegrate.
donuts on Maine? There were donuts so good that Chris and I, when we moved here to Memphis, and someone has told me what this place was called eventually because they heard the story. They're like, oh, I remember this. But it was a little donut shop. And I swear, like, best donuts I've ever had. And we would walk down there for like a little treat when we first moved here. And one day we walked down there and they promoted a Halloween party. And we were still like really new to the city and we were looking for something, we were looking to make friends, looking for things to do. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna host a Halloween party in the space above the donut shop. It's a $100 down payment. And if you pay $100 right now, you get like a free drink and entrance to this Halloween party. And Chris starts being like, oh, well, thinking, I go, oh, I have $100 right now. And he's like, Jess. And I'm like, no, I want to go. I really want to go. So I give them my $100 and we get this like little ticket and we go back maybe like a week later to get a donut because this was a regular weekend occurrence for us. And it was closed. And those people took my $100 and I never know what happened to it. And those donuts, I've never seen those donuts since. And that was my welcome to Memphis. I think I got hustled moment. But the donuts were real. They were real and they were spectacular.
I thought you was in it.
So anyway, they
That
were a
is
great like
not
cake
where
donut.
I thought you was going with that.
I know.
I
I
can't
think about
say
it
this
often.
though. Tell me a food that you got in a random place that was really good that you really
Hobnob.
can't talk about.
Hobnob. Hobnob. Shout out Tacoma, Washington. I will fly to Tacoma today. Right now. If I had the money and the ability to fly today, do just a day trip, fly there, fly the hell back. Hobnob.
Oh, I have the
Oh my
strangest
gosh.
one. There was a butter that was used for like pre-dinner bread and butter. And this butter, it was in Galway, Ireland. And it had like rosemary and salt on it. It was the perfect butter. And then the bread was really good with it, but the butter was the star. And I think about that butter all the damn time. It was so good. Truly. Like that's a random thing to obsess over. And it was that delicious. I don't even remember what the restaurant was called. I should probably look it up. What's yours?
You made my mouth start watering again.
I'm
But
telling you, that butter's fantastic.
so it'd have to be, we were in like Turkey. I think it was Turkey. And I've never had this before. My dad has been trying to get me to try it. But lobster thermidor. I've never had it ever in my life. But if you saw Lego Batman, he talked about lobster thermidor. Oh my God, is lobster thermidor not? It's like you take the lobster and like you bake in like shrimp and like lobster and crab leg and like you make this whole little. It was absolutely fantastic. Like I think about that all the time because I know I'll never taste anything else like it. And it's like one of those things where like it's like that mythical creature now, where it's like, oh man, like y'all said, like it's like it's that mythical creature because I'm like I'll never go back.
And if I went back, it probably wouldn't live up to my memory of it. That's how I feel too. Yeah.
Donuts. I was looking at my phone trying to find it. There was a donut shop called Donut Drive-In in St. Louis, and we went and grabbed some of the most delicious donuts. It was so good.
Let me tell you something.
Like underrated desserts.
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. So there's a spot in Memphis that y'all need to go to, as it relates to donuts.
Okay.
I think it's in Mississippi. I'll get the name for you guys. But this is why I asked you what's the most random place. I went to a breakfast spot, just a regular, normal breakfast spot, and they had these flaky donuts. You know how they have like those like appetizers?
Yeah.
I probably ate 18 of them damn donuts because they were the flaky donuts with the hot caramel, and the donuts were hot.
Oh, we had a neighbor who would like home make donuts and put caramel on them. And they would only do them on like, I don't know why they didn't do them all the time, but they would only do them on Halloween. They had like a little haunted house, and then you get donuts. And they were like fresh up. They were hot. They were flaky. Oh. Thanks, DeAngelo, for making me want a donut.
Yeah, just real quick, Jessica. How many dishes do you have to know how to cook in order to say you can cook?
It's a good question. Because I think I could probably make like 10 dishes, but I would not say that I can cook. But that's just because I don't want to mislead someone into believing that I'm a good cook. I'm a capable cook. I can cook for myself. I don't enjoy cooking, and I don't do it particularly well. So I think over 10 puts you in a different category. Fair?
CJ, that's fair. CJ, what about you?
I don't know if it's the numbers, the quality of the items. So if you can cook 3 things and they're high quality, I'll allow you to get away with I can cook. So if you can make macaroni and cheese and pound cake, and if you can fry some fish, be like, yeah, I can cook. It's like, okay, I know that you can cook those things specifically, I'll allow it.
I can make mac and cheese.
I
can make chicken. I make a great chicken. I can either grill chicken or I can put it in a crock pot and make a great chicken.
Oh, she's making a case that she can cook. I see you, Jessica.
Let her cook.
I make great fried eggs and bacon. You have to make a fried egg correctly. I don't like your eggs if they're bad. I'm sorry. I can make biscuits.
Homemade biscuits?
Homemade biscuits.
Okay.
Homemade.
Okay.
Nana's recipe.
All right.
I can make homemade. I can bake anything. If I take not anything. I can't make like fancy cakes or stuff. I can do cookies. I can do scones. I can do biscuits. I can do muffins. I can do cupcakes. I can make like a fish. I can do salmon. I can do a good salmon. And I can do like a good fish.
And you can't cook?
No, I'm not saying they're like special. They're very basic. I can pop a frozen pizza into the oven and cook it to perfection. That's a skill. I can make chili. I can make sloppy joes.
It sounds to me like you can cook. You just
I know I get a bad rap because my husband cooks better than I, so I want him to know that I'm a fan.
You're the one giving yourself the bad rap.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're doing it on purpose so you don't have to cook. That's what it sounds like.
I don't like to cook.
Okay.
I'm wondering how much
cheese and tomato
seasoning
soup,
being
that's my
tossed around in that house, CJ.
Say what?
I mean, I know salt and pepper is in abundance in that house, but I'm saying, like, is there any other seasoning?
I'm gonna send you a picture of our. Please do not loop me in with the others of my kind. My husband is so proud of our seasoning
Spice cabinet?
life.
You got a spice cabinet?
Hell yeah, we have a spice drawer. We have a spice cabinet. We have infinite
Look,
spices.
I'm letting you know right now, if it ain't a little spice on them damn bottles, we know you just got them in there for show.
No,
Because
they're
my
empty.
mama
We
them,
have to replace them. I hate how expensive they are. It's annoying. I grew up using a seasoning called Johnny's on the Dock, which is like very like Old Bay adjacent. But we go to the farmer's market. We get spices. We have this like spicy Mike's blend that we got at the Memphis farmer's market. We do not mess around with our spices in our household because we will never be accused of not seasoning our food correctly. That is all. We feel very passionate about it. Very passionate. DeAngelo, we'll catch up with you next week.
Okay.
Nay. You've seen our spice cabinet.
I have not.
I feel very.
Hey, please,
I've got to fight for my husband's
please,
honor. My husband
please.
fights people about this.
Please do not make the black guy come to your house and look at your spice
I'm
cabinet.
going to send you a picture.
Can you at least include other Jacob in
No, I'm
it?
going to include DeAngelo.
Oh, great.
No, I applaud my husband for knowing his way around a spice cabinet.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be disappointing if not. I just put hot sauce on everything. I don't necessarily need to, I know, like, the spices are not as important to me as a good hot sauce. We have like 8 different hot sauces at all times.
Okay.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll come back. We'll do some WTF stories from the week.
Is that how you throw the break?
Yeah.
Okay. Throw the graphic up.
Have you always dreamed of entertaining on the biggest stage in Memphis? The Claw Crew is looking for members to join their team for the 2025-2026 season. Claw Crew members are hardworking, high-energy entertainers who assist Grizzlies home games by hyping up the crowd and much more. Not only do they support the Grizzlies at home games, but also promote in Memphis and across the Mid-South. Open auditions are Saturday, August 9th at FedEx Forum. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions for more information and to register today.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can, only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes the knee off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Did you know the Grizzlies were going to try to get up and get you?
No, I have no clue. I thought the Grizzlies loved me when I worked out because it was like super fun and everything was, just natural. We were just having a conversation. It wasn't like said, what's your favorite color and, we just like all that stuff.
What's your favorite color?
It wasn't interview.
First date type vibe.
Yeah, it wasn't interview questions. It was just like, hey man, how you doing? Like, and it was just real easy to talk to him. It was real easy to talk to Coach Thomas.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What is the biggest Summer League accomplishment so far for this Grizzlies team?
Tuomas Isalo filling out his coaching staff. The Ryan Saunders hiring was essential. It was big time. You have a veteran NBA voice there.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back. Some WTF stories to get into from the week. Starting with something that I had in Oops, We Missed It Again, but works in WTF because it was one of the wildest YouTube comments that I have seen. And someone named Jefferson Donovan shared it on Twitter, and it is college football related. And he found this comment on a YouTube video, and it said, "Congrats on your 5-star recruits and $100 million facilities, SEC fans. Meanwhile, the MAC is out here playing real football in front of 14 people and a raccoon on a Tuesday night during a blizzard. You ever see a punter throw a touchdown to a long snapper while the scoreboard's on fire? Didn't think so. While y'all are busy arguing over which frat-funded dynasty is slightly less fraudulent, Toledo's cooking up a triple reverse flea flicker in a game that ends 43-42 after 6 missed PATs and a goalpost gets stolen. That's not football. That's MACtion. You wouldn't survive 1 quarter in Ypsilanti? Ypsilanti.
Shout out Eastern Michigan.
There we go.
Yeah.
This made me excited for football. This comment fired me up.
We have this conversation 6 to 7 times during the college football season every single year. You and I do. You're the one making the comment. Like, yo, did you see the triple-double reverse?
You're the frat-funded dynasty.
Yeah, absolutely.
As the football purist on the show, you can be the furthest right person on the show. As the furthest football purist on this show, that's what the game is all about. That is it.
That's not football.
Give me the MACtion. Give me the fun
It's
belt.
MACtion. That should be their slogan. Again, listen, we are coming up with, what do we call it? The people who come up with the slogans and decision makers and stuff like that. What do we call those people?
Consultants.
We are consulting the hell.
Consulting firm.
Hey, it's not
of JBWCJDOJ.
Perfect. It's not football. ... It's MACtion.
Yeah.
That should be their slogan.
I don't disagree.
And the commercial should just be, because all of the ridiculous plays that the MAC is known
Makes
for.
me wish that the WAC was still around, because then it could just be like, that's WAC.
Oh, that's WAC would be a good slogan.
Yeah.
Are they not still around?
They're hanging on by a thread.
Aren't they around in
basketball? They're
Yeah,
hanging on
at
by
a lower
thread.
level?
Like barely.
Is football not in
They've
the
lost a
FCS
lot.
also?
No.
Okay. Well, listen.
I don't want to kill
them
them unnecessarily
we're here to
too
consult.
soon. But like they have Abilene Christian, California Baptist, Southern Utah, Tarleton State, Utah Tech, Utah Valley. They do not have football anymore.
Okay.
They do have basketball for now.
Yeah.
But I think some of their schools are leaving. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, give me the MAC. Give me Tuesday night football on a crisp fall afternoon / evening.
And a tsunami, right? Because that's what it's never regular stuff happening during MAC football games. It was like, okay, cool, let's sit down and watch this game in October. Holy hell, is there a tornado at midfield? Why are we still playing this game in front of 3 people?
Exactly. Thank you.
And then it's incredible stuff ends up happening.
Moving on to other WTF stories. Have you heard about the T app?
I have heard about this story. It made me giggle.
So the T app, for anyone who missed it, is not so much a dating app, but a discussion app that allows women to safely discuss men that they date. That is how it's billed. It is only for women. They can basically warn women about men. So that's like its real purpose is to warn women about dangerous men or cheating men. When I heard of it, I was like, oh, they're bringing the Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook page to life, but seemingly on a protected app. It came into the spotlight last week. It skyrocketed up to #1 on the App Store last week. I think it's at #2 right now. But now they have had multiple security breaches in the last week where hackers have accessed messages and they have gained images, including 13,000 selfies or photos that essentially source as identification of the women using this app. They say no emails have gone out, no phone numbers have been accessed. And these pictures specifically were for people who signed up for the app before February of 2024. It is July 2025. And so this app has been in like its infancy stages before it really gained popularity last week. But it's a hacking issue affecting like some of the most original users. It's not good. It's bad. And the hackers essentially like came to life and decided to hack this app after there was a pretty negative pushback from a lot of men when this app came out, and especially like 4chan guys, incel types who are like, oh no, we can't have women talking about men. I admittedly have complicated feelings on this because as somebody who used to peruse the Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook pages just out of sheer curiosity because it was like a little mini local reality television that I could watch occasionally, it felt really gross. Like there's one thing to protect women from abusers, and I think that'd be great. Like if there was an app where you had like a checkbox system, like has this man been violent? Is this man safe around kids? Is this man married or with somebody? But it usually ends up like moving out into a doxing type situation, and relationships can be messy, breakups can be messy, hurt people, and sometimes it would just turn into a like, I don't like this guy and I'm gonna try to ruin his life on this app. So it's something that like has pure intentions, but then gets kind of convoluted along the way. Bottom line, hackers should not be putting the identification of these women out there because some of them are genuinely looking at men who have been violent or abusive. And if those people can then find out, usually those people aren't very rational, are they? So it's a mess of a situation.
Didn't we just have a woman at Shelby Farms with a restraining order on a dude who just walked up and shot her in the face in broad daylight? Didn't we just have that last year or something? Yeah. This is not ideal. I'll say that. And I sit in the same space that you sit as it pertains to things like this, where it is, okay, like I had a buddy who ended up dating somebody who shot and killed somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And she did not know that. And when she found out, they were like 3 months in, and she's like, yo, why didn't you share this information with me?
Yeah.
And so for something to be out there, like what you said, hey, let me run this dude's name. Has he been convicted of sex crime or violent crime, violence, domestic abuse type stuff, so that I, as a woman in this situation, can protect myself from that sort of thing happening to me? I think an app or a Facebook group or a social media community, I think it's great for those reasons. I just don't like. This is a bad leak because it ends up getting if these names come out, if these women come out, and there's some on there who have shared stories or shared comments about being in an abusive relationship with a guy, like the abuse doesn't stop when the relationship ends. That threat is always there.
And then you can get revenge and
so
vengeful approach
you're going to potentially open the door for something more nefarious than a simple data leak to pop off. Most of the time when these things happen, my first thought is, oh no, these people's money, right? Because their credit card information gets leaked. Oh no, what are these people going to do for money once they spend all of the money on their debit card or in their bank account or on their credit card? Now it is, oh no, what is this random woman going to do when the dude who was known for punching her in the face on a daily basis finds out she told other women he was known for punching her in the face on a daily basis? Like, how is he going to react? Because if he was punching her in the face, he'll probably punch her in the face when he finds out that she was telling people he was punching her in the face.
Yeah, and then it becomes this like self kind of prophesizing circle where the reason an app like this exists is because there is a threat to women from men, and then presumably male hackers have come to the safety of men and said, oh, well, you're gonna have this app, well, we're gonna leak all your information. And it's like, oh, this is why the women choose the bear in the first place, in the situation of man versus bear. Like, this is why. But then, like, you can have, I know we don't do nuance well, the nuanced conversation of, yeah, like, is it a good thing to have public forums where you can just completely recklessly dump on somebody? And I, as someone who loves everybody, I don't love that either. But I don't love abusers, and I don't love people who, would be bad around kids. I don't love married men who are dating other people and not telling them, or men who have kids, or that goes the opposite direction too. Like, if there's some way to find out if the person you're involved with is actually married, has a family, all of that. So not a great situation with the T app. You see that, CJ? I clocked T because I'm young and I know what that means.
You did what?
I clocked the T.
What's that mean?
Clock T. Clock the T.
Why is that?
The youths taught me.
Okay. Y'all got it. Grown ass man. I'm not clocking shit.
Well, you might not clock, but you can work while you drive in the future for $60,000. Do you have $60,000 to buy a car?
No.
I don't. But if you did, I have good news for you. You can now take Microsoft Teams calls in your car.
Why?
Why not?
Why?
The new Mercedes-Benz CLA model, which costs $60,000, will allow drivers to record themselves with its in-car camera during Microsoft Teams meetings. A video stream of the meeting will be visible to the driver on the car's central display system. It will turn off when they're in motion, but their camera will not, so they can still contribute to the meeting. Congratulations. You never have to stop working in this fun, futuristic society. And this is different from Tesla has a zoom feature in their cars, but that's different because that zoom feature does not work when the car is in motion. The car has to be in park in order to use zoom. But this, you can be on that Microsoft Teams call and never miss a beat. Not one. Why don't you just put it on your phone?
Why do any of that? Why not say, hey, I'm driving, I won't make the meeting?
Well, sometimes, if you're in a situation, I've taken calls on the road.
Okay.
Safely.
All right.
With a little Bluetoothy situation.
Okay.
I don't need it on my car. I don't need them to make it easier.
No.
I certainly don't need to
you guys
be
get a little
seeking
bit
to
of
drive.
get a little bit of break. You guys are driving in. That's what it sounds like. Hey, everybody, y'all sick of sitting in rush hour? Good. That's great. You want to work from home? Outstanding. We hear you. Let's just go ahead and set it up to where you have a meeting in the middle of your car as you drive in, as you commute to and from work. Let's just do that.
Congrats.
Wouldn't that be great? Forget working from home. Forget the convenience of working from the house.
On your way to work.
Work on your way to
on your
work.
way home, and on your way to a doctor's appointment, and whatever it may be.
So you never have to miss work again.
I have a positive WTF story to
Do
end the
you?
day. I do.
Okay.
I really do. Hershey and
Is this
Mondelez
positive?
are coming together for good. We did our Hershey versus Mars draft last week, and that was a candy draft. But now they are bringing candy and cookies together for one of the most anticipated duos of all time. They're really doing it. Reese's Oreos. Reese's peanut butter filled Oreos. This is the most dangerous concoction to ever exist. I want 10 right now. I want 10. We have to try them on this show. We have to try them. We have to expense them.
I can't.
Why?
I'm on that Luka diet, and that's not
Protein.
something. Aren't
Aren't you trying to hit your protein goals?
Yeah, but that's not enough protein.
The peanut butter is.
That's not enough.
I'll make sure it is.
Okay.
If you eat like 50.
If I eat enough of them, I get enough protein.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna be so good.
Is it?
Yes.
Why? It's
Is
just
it?
peanut. It's just peanut butter and an Oreo.
But it's already put together. What, you want to go you need Lindsay Lohan there putting the peanut butter on the Oreo to make it a DIY situation? They're doing the hard work.
I don't need peanut butter Oreos. I don't. I'm sorry. Am I the only one who doesn't find the concept of peanut butter and Oreo to be?
I think you're the only one. Have you never had peanut butter Oreo ice cream?
No.
Peanut butter and Oreos is one of the greatest combinations. I mean, better than Oreos and milk, better than Oreos and cream. It's peanut butter and Oreos.
You're wrong. There's not a cookie better than Oreo and milk.
But there's not a cookie, but I think the Oreo crust of a cookie is top tier.
I don't.
So then you put peanut butter in it.
I think it's the combo of the frosting and the cookie that make it work.
think the frosting is a way.
I wouldn't eat just the Oreo cookie outside. I wouldn't.
They
If there's
came
no
up with
frosting
those
on it,
Oreo
I don't want it.
thins, because I'm
Yeah.
also on the Luka diet.
Oh,
So
okay.
they have Oreo thins,
All right.
that don't have the frosting in them. It's just the cookie, and it's a thin version. I wonder whatever happened to those. One of those many diet light culture foods. Did you ever have minis? What were they called? Little Bites. Little Bites.
No.
When we first started working here, there was a Little Bites truck outside all the time.
Every single day.
That were like little brownies, little
muffins.
Those were the snack.
They're still
for a
around.
minute
Kids
of elementary
mark them.
school. Yeah.
Kids still eat them. But I'm way too large, way too fat for the
Fine. I thought we were ending on a high note today, but whatever.
We still can.
Somebody doesn't like Oreos
We
and
still
peanut
can.
butter.
We still can. We can.
I don't like where this is going.
You don't even know where it's
I
going.
still get nervous.
Don't get nervous. We'll try the Oreo peanut butter Oreos on the show. Why Oreo needed to partner with Reese's to get the peanut butter, I'm not sure, but we'll try
It's a
them.
good peanut butter.
So is Jif, but out the way it goes. Peter Pan, out the way it goes. You hear about Nick Kurtz?
No.
Shout out to Nick Kurtz out here balling out of control. Over the last month, Nick Kurtz leads home runs, RBIs, batting average, and all these other stats.
Oh, congratulations to him.
To who?
What's up with the
To
big
who?
dumper? I'm more interested in the big dumper, and everybody's rested their Wednesday. I hope everybody has a really
You don't want to talk more about
spectacular
Nick
day.
Kurtz?
Did you know that if you make it through Wednesday, you can make it through the rest
Nick
of your
Kurtz.
week? That's
Talk
you
about
didn't
Nick
even, You didn't
Kurtz.
even end the show when I said this phrase that you hate.
Because I want you to say something good about
I
Nick
haven't
Kurtz.
followed the A's very much. I just feel too bad for him.
Say
you
Nick
know?
Kurtz's name.
Have a great rest of your day,
Say
everybody.
Nick
We'll
Kurtz.
see you tomorrow. Bye.
Say Nick Kurtz 3 times fast. Into a hot mic.